What's happening, everybody? I am the Balkan Nostalgic, and this is SlickBlast Rapcast. It's been feels like it's been a couple weeks, but it's been a long week of a hiatus. We were in beautiful sunny California, the wife and I, and it was beautiful. Everybody, we appreciate you being on. Salute to my nephew David. Azim, what up, man? Mr. Miranda, much love to you as well. And it's gonna be a good one tonight. It's been a week. I've been hyped. Been hyped. A lot of ideas, obviously brewing. Um, an up and coming track with myself and A1 from A1 and Phonics. Jazzy Bald Kids, that's coming. I'm excited. A nice fall jazzy hip hop track, perfect for the weather. So we're definitely gonna be hyped for that as well. Hector, what's going on, brother? Jose, what's up? So as I patiently wait for the three other gentlemen, the homie Tri Burrow, Brad Rock, and our guest, Philaflava. He is from Philadelphia. He has his own podcast as well with another gentleman. And it should be a good one. I have my list ready. What's up, my brother? Blessings, man. Blessings. Had a rep with the Redman shirt because it's the anniversary of his album, What the Album. And it was only right to shout out Redman. And he's on my list too, so that's another reason. So, but yeah, much love to everybody. And we'll be getting on the gentleman on in a few, all right? So hopefully everybody's having a smooth day and a smooth evening wherever you're at. As you can see, Brad has joined. All right. So that's two of the four. And then, Philaflava, I know that we messaged each other a couple hours ago. So I told him, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern time. I know he said he's going to get his kids to bed and hopefully, he'll join us in a few and we'll get this going. This should be fun. So, Rubik's One, what's going on, man? Rounding the dogs up, you know the deal. Yeah, it's cool, man. I already know you're cause Brad has like a plethora of dogs. He has about 3 dogs, and they're gigantic horses. I mean, the size of horses. So I understand, bro. You got to feed them all, and you don't want to upset them. Let's keep them happy. Absolutely. So what I'll do is I will send the gentleman, Philaflava, I believe. All right, I'll send him an invite, okay? And then, okay, that's perfect timing. Actually, I sent him an invite, and he just joined. So the alignment was pretty good and precise on that one. And yeah, we'll get this going in a few. All right, all right. What's going on, brother?
What up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you, man?
Pretty good. Let me set this thing up real quick.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm getting the volume, clear. All righty.
I'm out back because my kid just went to sleep, so I don't want to wake him up.
No, that's cool, man. And I appreciate you being on, man. I do appreciate it. So,
And no doubt. Part of me, I'm smoking it's also an excuse for me to smoke a cigar when I'm out here. So
there you go. There you go. And I like the background. That's a nice little background. You got a Miami Vice situation going on back there.
Yeah, some keys of coke in my lake over there. How you doing?
That's
man?
cool. I'm good. Thank you for asking, my brother. Well, first and foremost, man, tell everybody about you're a veteran in the podcast game. I'm still a youngin in that category. So, tell everybody about your podcast. You've been doing it for a long time. So,
yeah, we did the podcast. Well, I started doing college radio back in the late 90s.
Really?
Yeah, I've been doing radio for a minute at FAU, which is Florida Atlantic University.
Wow.
Back then, it wasn't really a known school, but now it's kind of picked up a little steam as far as the recognition goes nationwide, probably because of the football schedule. And then the podcast we started about 5.5 years ago, something like
Wow.
that. We were just old and felt like we needed an excuse to get together, a bunch of homies hanging out, listening to music, drinking beer.
Absolutely.
And it kind of spawned into what it is now, Take It Personal Radio.
Hey, man. Well, as I like to do with everybody on SlickBlast Rapcast, and once again, brother, welcome. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for tonight. I want to give you your flowers and your other buddy that's on the podcast. I don't know his name. I want to be respectful. What was the gentleman's name? Do you have a podcast with another person, or is just you?
Oh no. There's a crew of us. So there's 360, who's the DJ.
Okay.
Kevlar, Aaron Wade, and myself. So there's 4 of us that really do the podcast.
So the 4 horsemen of the podcast. Okay, that sounds good. And so I want to give, you're physically here right now, so I want to give you your flowers.
I appreciate
it. Absolutely. And then the 3 gentlemen as well that are not there representing you, them as well, if they see this archive, which they will see. It's going to be dope, man. I promise you.
Cool, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
So you got to pardon my ignorance with this, because I really put almost too much thought into this whole collaboration thing.
Okay.
But I wrote down 15 that I think are at least collaborations that I want to hear. So you run the show and just tell me what you want, and I'll give you all I got.
Absolutely. Philaflava, this is the homie Brad Rock, okay, from North Carolina.
Nice to meet you.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Yeah, man. This is going to be interesting, man. As Philaflava said, we'll go first on the picks, and then he'll kind of figure it out. And he has his list already, so that way we could break it down together. And that's the best part. That's the best part. For example, if Brad has a pick and he doesn't have producers, which sometimes you don't choose producers, me and the homie Triborough, we help him out with producers, and you could do that as well, Philaflava. Add your producers, your choices, and we'll kind of just mesh with it, you know? It's kind of like a Hollywood Squares vibe. Like all of us are kind of teaming up together, you know what I mean?
All right, man. Well, I'm a nerd with this stuff, so like sometimes I get really analytical.
Oh,
yeah.
Bro, you don't listen. You're talking to join the crowd, bro. Welcome to the class, because this is hip hop 101 at its best. This is what we do. So what we're gonna do, the homie Triborough from Brooklyn, I know that he has flooding going on in New York. He said that his Wi-Fi is gonna be a little jacked up because of the situation, unfortunately, because of the floods.
Damn.
So hopefully he joins us at some point. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start it off, and then have hopefully Tri can join us as well, and hopefully the floods are not affecting the Wi-Fi as much. And yeah, safety to everybody in New York that's dealing with the floods as well. So we apologize for that. Cool. All right. So Brad, you're going to set it off first, and mix and match, volume 11. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. You want me to go first? Okay. All right.
Come on, man. Yes, sir.
I got you. All right. I'm sure you saw the story going around. When I make my pick, you'll understand.
Okay.
All right. I'm going Eminem and Slipknot. As you know, you got the beef going on with Slipknot and Machine Gun Kelly. He's already had beef with Eminem, so why don't they team up and just destroy Machine Gun Kelly?
And it's funny, again, I have to reiterate, because this is where the hip-hop nerdism comes in. He's not the original Machine Gun Kelly. A lot of people forget that. The original Machine Gun Kelly is this chubby white dude from Scribble Jam in the 90s that battled, you know, different cats, different underground cats, Brother Ali, Slug. So Machine Gun Kelly, obviously, that's the original one. He didn't make too much. He didn't make too much noise, obviously, making music like that. But he was obviously in the underground scene. But the Machine Gun Kelly that we know now, right? This transition to the pop stuff. Okay, that's your pick, huh? That's your first pick.
Yeah, and I actually got a producer for that one. I went with Ross Robinson. Ross Robinson produced Korn, and he produced the Vanilla Ice album whenever he did the rock rap comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Ross Robinson, he's a really good producer. He's done some other stuff, but Corn would probably be the one, you would know him from the most.
I see Philaflava grinning. What are you thinking, brother? What are your thoughts?
I know. I got to be honest, man. I can't really speak too much on this. I don't know too much about Ross Robinson or Slipknot, to be honest. So I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know about Machine Gun Kelly, and the only thing I really know about him that he's banging Megan Fox, which I'm a little jealous about. But other than that, I can name one song that he's ever done.
Yeah, he had a feud with Eminem. He made some tracks, and then he kind of went to the pop side of it, and now he's making rock pop. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that, yeah, like that, poppy teenage pop stuff. All right, so Tribro's getting in with us as well. All right, he got saved. It looks like from the flood situation, which is good. His Wi-Fi situation. Okay, so he's gonna be on with us. All right, there he is. Salute.
What up, man?
What's good? What's good? What's up? How you doing, Phil?
Nice to finally meet you, man.
Very good. Thanks.
All right. All right. What's going on, man? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all mugs again. It's been a while. Okay, Brad's first pick, so we can keep it going, because I know trying to be considerate of everybody's time. So
Yeah.
Brad's first pick. Go ahead, Brad.
It was Eminem and Slipknot. And the reason I picked that was because Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly had their beef, and now Machine Gun Kelly has called out Slipknot. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but
Right.
he's been talking crap about them, and why not? Let's team Eminem up with Slipknot and just destroy Machine Gun Kelly.
Try's like, damn. All right, Try. You got your pick ready? So we're gonna go like this, just like a square. All right, so that way. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got Phife Dawg and Busta Rhymes. The whole native tongue connection.
Yes.
And it would be produced by Dilla and featuring like the Jungle Brothers and of course Tribe got to be on it, and De La Soul, Slum Village. Yeah.
That's an all-star lineup right there.
Okay.
That'll be a phenomenal album. Yeah, I saw Philaflava smiling on that one.
That's the joint I listen to for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is definitely the merch will be phenomenal, and obviously the album will be classic. So sold out cassettes and vinyl, and everybody will got to jump on that quick. All right, cool, great pick by the way, Brad. Great pick. Philaflava, you're gonna go next, my brother. Welcome to the Mix and Match family.
All right, so let me pop my cherry. My first collaboration is Scarface Smile Part 2 featuring Benny the Butcher and Devin the Dude, produced by Necro.
I like that.
So,
that's nice.
I love Scarface, and I think he's a great storyteller. I happen to think Benny is another great storyteller. And both of them have that slow melodic vibe to them, and they can carry. I think on a track like that, if you can think of like the way Tupac and Scarface kind of go back to back, Benny could do that with Face. And I think Devin the Dude is the cherry on top, where he could do the hook, because obviously Johnny J is no longer here, and
right.
I think that would be a great joint to hear Benny and Scarface together.
That's a nice pick, man, because you went OG legend, right? One of the best from the South of the Ghetto Boys, and then one of the current guys that the fan base is ridiculous for Griselda. So it's a nice mesh, and it's a good choice for your first cherry popped edition of Mix and Match. Yeah, you're one on the board. So great pick, fellas, so far. Great pick. All right, so I'm going my first pick. I'm going, I'm sure we all love him. Everybody loves him. Rest in peace, MF Doom. We still can't get enough of Doom no matter what, right?
Yeah, man.
This guy's all over the place. So rest in peace, MF Doom, all right? And I'm doing a collabo. Oh, that vibrating noise, man. You got to lower that down. Whatever that was. MF Doom and Camp Low, because I'm just a huge fan of Geechee Suede. And you guys know this. He's just a phenomenal MC. The wordplay is smooth and slick. Geechee Suede, man, I think he's just a smooth MC overall. So MF Doom's unorthodox offbeat flow meshed with Camp Low. I think it's two different styles, but them together, an experimental album, I think it'll be dope. I would call the album Camp Doom. Okay? I will call it Camp Doom, produced by Ski Beatz, of course, Camp Low's in-house, producer, and he as well. And production by Doom himself. Why not? Because he's already there. And then Pete Rock. So,
Okay.
and then Pete Rock, obviously, and Ski Beatz produced for both Camp Low. So, I just think it'll be dope. It's outside the box because against two different styles, and typically that's unconventional, but I think it works. So that's my first choice: MF Doom and Camp Low.
Camp Low did a joint with A$AP Rock many years ago, which is kind of very orthodox.
Yes.
Interesting. It was definitely an interesting collaboration. So, okay, I like that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. All right. As we keep on, and we all smack triple so far. I love it. That's another thing, man. We're all sports heads as well. Hardcore sports heads, action figure, horror. I think everything, pretty much. So a lot of versatility on this panel right now. It's a beautiful thing. All right, Brad, you are next, brother.
Well, I got Camp Low on my list too, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to him.
It's always like this, bro. All right.
All right. Have you heard the new Geechee Suede solo song?
Yes. Yes.
Did you catch the sample?
You know what? It was one of those things. I heard it for about 20 something seconds because I was browsing, but I was vibing to it because I was
It's a PM Dawn sample, so I'm gonna go PM Dawn and Camp Low together. Full album produced by PM Dawn.
Wow.
That way it has the PM Dawn style.
Okay.
And
interesting.
I think that could work.
Yeah, definitely. Thoughts, guys. What do you think about that? It's interesting. I think it's an interesting mesh.
That's the I wouldn't be opposed to hearing that. An interesting collaboration to say the least. PM Dawn. Now, I know we could use deceased artist, but he died.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the main guy. Yeah.
Two of them, right? There was two cats. Okay.
Correct.
Who got pushed off the stage by KRS-One? Which one was that?
The big guy.
That was Prince B.
Prince B. The big dude. Yeah, he's a big dude too. So I'm just like, man, I don't know how he did that. I don't know. And I don't see KRS-One being a dude, that type of guy. Like I see KRS-One with incense stopping the fight. Right? And like, come on, y'all, let's kick it backstage and drop signs. I don't see KRS-One pushing somebody, but it happened. So, there was some inside personal stuff that we don't know about, but that's an interesting pick. And wow, interesting pick. PM Dawn, you said, and wow, that's interesting pick, Brad. So, all right, moving along. Try, you're next up to bat, bro.
All right, I got number 2 is Big Pun and Remy Martin and Lisa. Lisa and Kool.
Yes, of course.
It would be like a Latin flavored hip hop collab album featuring Full Force and Fat Joe and Toe Squad and Tito Puente, the late great Tito Puente.
Oh yes.
It would have like a real Latin flavor to it. So I think that could work.
Say it one more time so we can process that, because this is I used Tito Puente before, I remember, but I love that you brought him back. That's dope. Say it one more time.
Big Pun, Remy Martin, and Lisa from Lisa and Cult Jam.
Okay.
And with Latin hip hop type of album with the features would be Toe Squad and Fat Joe and Tito Puente and it would be like something like that.
Like a tropical hip hop album A lot of Latin flavor on that, and oh my God, just Big Pun spitting over a Tito Puente drum or just like anything. It could be a Fisher Price freaking machine. It doesn't matter. It's Tito Puente. That's a crazy ill choice. I like it. Philaflava, what do you think about that mesh?
I'm down here. Is Bobito the A&R of this project? Because he
Why
can
not?
do
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can.
especially
Yes,
with drums.
you can add him on. Yeah, hell yeah,
You can definitely have
absolutely.
a player. Because I'm saying you're keeping it all like New York right there. So, yeah, I like it. By the way, I think Remy Ma is pretty dope. I don't think a lot of cats that are like real hip hop heads give her credit because maybe the association or she's commercial, but I think she's a dope lyricist. You know, she's dope.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, they were good.
Yeah,
Can't hate.
yeah, yeah. She is a very underappreciated lyricist for sure. She's super dope.
Yeah,
And again, like, yeah, that's that. We all can agree on that. And then she's married to Papoose, so it's like if
I
they had a kid,
Papoose.
yeah, right, exactly, exactly. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I love the pick. All right, for the flavor, you are next to bat.
Yeah. So I didn't do an album. I did a single,
Okay.
and it is. So this is Mos Def and Q-Tip, who I think everyone loves Mos Def and Q-Tip,
Absolutely.
doing a joint called Under the Bridge, but it features, instead of like the sample, it actually features Flea and Anthony Kiedis
Mm.
on the melody. And he did something. Mos Def did something kind of like that with Brooklyn, if you recall. But you got the Brooklyn Bridge, you got the QB Bridge. There's a lot of bridges up in New York, so I think I'd like to hear that melodic sound between Mos Def and Q-Tip again. Obviously, in no prime years. I don't know
Right.
sounding now, but if this was like in the end of the '90s, it would probably.
Damn. That's nice.
And I'm a Chili
That's
Pepper fan, so I would like to rather than hear a sample flip, just hear Flea do his thing and Kiedis on the hook.
I love it. Yeah, I love the Peppers, man. Definitely my favorite in that category for sure. Definitely my favorite. So that's a good choice. Very good choice.
Thank you.
See, this is the beauty of the imagination, man. We're taking it to see. This is what the beauty of mix and match, and it inspires people to put Spotify their list. Like, okay, this guy that we mentioned, and that's the cool thing, it's super dope. So we're bringing it to life. Thank you again, gentlemen, for being on. I appreciate it. All right. So moving along, I'm next. We all love these guys. Again, like you mentioned, for sure, I know we all love these guys, and everybody also on the panel, on the comments. This man. All right, you guys ready? A Tribe Called Quest, Little Brother, Outkast. Them. Okay, so you're looking at. Yeah, what is it? Six guys? No, yeah, eight guys total. Is it? No, 4 or 5. No, 9 guys total. So we're okay. A Tribe Called Quest, Little Brother, and Outkast as a group. So this is a group album. I'm calling it Left Wallets in Stankonia. I had to. All right. Produced by Dilla, the Uma. Ninth Wonder before this whole genre thing. I'm talking Ninth Wonder in his Little Brother debut album, second album, Chitlin Circuit mixtape. That Ninth Wonder I'm talking about. Not that there's nothing wrong with the current Ninth Wonder, but I love the earlier Ninth Wonder stuff. Crisis, Earth Tone 3, which is Outkast's other production team, and Organized Noise, of course. So, man, Tribe Called Quest, Little Brother, and Outkast. What do you guys think together? Just one album, just one.
I mean, they're all offsprings of a Tribe Called Quest. If you think about it, I mean, there is a brother without.
There you go.
And even
there you go.
Bray and Big Boy from Georgia, I think they were very much influenced by De La and Tribe, that whole native tongue movement. So it makes sense, you know.
Yeah. And then that's the thing. That's what I was trying to do. Like, kind of like Tribe and then Little Brother. They're the little brothers of Tribe. And then Outkast to me is the southern version of a Tribe Called Quest. So, well, I like that you said that, and it goes along with the whole, concept. So, yeah, that's my second pick. And Long, you are next, Brad.
All right. All right, are you ready for this one?
Yeah, we're always ready. Let's go.
All right, I got Quincy Jones. I'm talking about the musician Quincy Jones.
Yes.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Uh-oh.
Produced by DJ Muggs.
Ooh.
So we got Jones, Thugs, and Harmony. Jones, Muggs, and Harmony.
I like that. I like it. Jones, Muggs, and Harmony. Okay. Quincy Jones.
Hey, Quincy Jones did the Sanford and Son theme song.
Well, and Muggs is producer.
Yep.
Man.
Cigar, what are you smoking, man? I need to smoke what you're smoking, man. This is just a regular cigar.
Hey, I don't even smoke, bro. I don't smoke nothing. So I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke nothing.
All right, I'm trying to.
I'm just weird.
We got a DJ Muggs beat. A DJ Muggs today or DJ Muggs in the '90s? DJ Muggs.
Hey, we can go with the classic Muggs sound.
All right.
Yes.
You got the drumless Muggs these days versus the very sample heavy Muggs of the '90s.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out how would Quincy Jones flow over one of these. So you're talking about the '90s Muggs.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. We got to go to the '90s.
Okay.
Absolutely. That was his heyday.
Like Funk Dubious, Cypress,
right.
Muggs era. Okay.
Soul Assassins, all that good stuff.
Okay.
Man. Hey, I like it because it's out of pocket. That's why I like it.
Yeah, it's out there. Don't get me wrong.
It's out there.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Through the front right there.
Yeah.
I got a question for Brad. Like, I get the Muggs. I can see Muggs working with Bone Thugs, but like Phil said, what part is Quincy Jones playing in the whole project though?
The instruments, right? Like the instruments and just the background, like a live band type of gig.
Yeah, because most of his stuff was instrumental, or a lot of his stuff was instrumental anyway. So
yeah, that makes sense. Like the groovy retro like backgrounds, and then Muggs kind of blends in with that because Muggs is kind of he's dark and eerie, and he could kind of blend in that sense. So yeah, that I like it. I think it's a good pick. So, all right, try your next, brother.
All right, I got number three. Number three, I've got Jake One and Bruno Mars, and I feel like at this point Bruno Mars is like one of the biggest pop artists, and he can flow. I think he can sing to anybody's tracks. He can do soul music, R&B, or pop, and I think just the work that Jake One has done with Mayor Hawthorne and Tuxedo, I think they're underrated group, and I think I could see like Bruno Mars doing a whole project with Jake One.
I like that. Jake One is a versatile producer, man. He could do the hip hop stuff, obviously, White Van Music, that dope compilation, and then obviously with the R&B throwback to like Kool and the Gang, that 70s synth R&B disco kind of vibes, and then they do a great job with Tuxedo. Tuxedo's just feel good throwback music, growing up to that. What do you guys think about Tri's pick?
Man was originally a rapper before he was a singer. He was what's that group he was a part of? He was like affiliated, like One Man Army. Am I right?
Did you say who was it? Who did you say?
Mayor Hawthorne was a rapper. He was a part of a group before he became. And he's from Detroit. Is he from
Detroit? Yes, originally from Detroit. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Is One Man Army from Detroit? Is he from Michigan?
So
I'm gonna look it up, but I'm almost positive that he was a part of a rap group that maybe had their struggles, and then he went on to become this crooner of like '60s music.
Right.
But he could rap, or he at one point he could rap.
Right.
Little
Okay.
So I don't know if you want him to drop a 16 over one of your joints, but you know, I like
That.
I love Jake One. Jake One and Doom were dope. I mean, Jake One
Yep.
a really slept on producer.
Yes, he is.
Probably because he's from Seattle, so you know, when you're out there, you don't get the kind of love you would on the East Coast. But I like Jake One. So yeah, man, you can't go wrong with that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we all like the pick, Try. So that's a good choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
All right, Philaflava, back to you.
All right, I'm not as creative as you guys. I'm more like, all right, this could be a collaboration kind of a thing. You guys
That's
are
cool.
way more creative. I look sloppy because some of my picks are too straight, but
Nah.
I have
No, it's all good.
Yeah, bro, you're good.
I have a joint with, again, Mos Def. I'm a Mos Def lover. Mos Def, Andre 3000,
Mm-hmm.
Doom, and J Electronica called Open
Mm-hmm.
Line, produced by Just Blaze.
Nice. Nice.
So I think Just Blaze has obviously worked with he's worked with J Electronica, he's worked with Mos Def.
Yep.
I know he's done a lot of Doom unofficial remixes, so he's, you know, the only one he has not worked with was Outkast. But
Right.
I think Andre, can you imagine hearing Andre and Doom and J Electronica? Even if Mos Def just did the hook, just those three cats, I mean.
Yeah. That's nice. Yeah, that'd be crazy over a Just Blaze beat. Because Talib, I know, was over Just Blaze, Jay-Z, a lot of the legends too. Like,
Yeah.
man, that'll be nuts. That'll be nuts. I like it. And I can hear Mos Def harmonizing, like you said, harmonizing over a Just Blaze beat. That'll be perfect.
Totally.
So that's a nice pick. I like it. Gentlemen, you guys are hitting home runs with these picks. I like them. All right. Moving along. I'm next. Moving along. All right. So Everlast. I'm a big House of Pain fan. I just love the House of Pain, everything they stood for musically. I'm going Everlast. So I'm going to go a legend from, old school legend, and I'm going to current MC that I'm a fan of. I think he's really dope from the new school, the Young Guns, Marlon Craft. All right. So I'm going Everlast. This is going to be a crazy one. Everlast, Marlon Craft, Mac Miller. We all know him. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. You guys remember G Love and Special Sauce? I know, Philaflava, you're from Philly, so you got to know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't really rattle off their songs, but I've heard their music on the radio, and I'm well aware. They used to do a lot of festivals. They were a big touring.
Yeah,
Hey,
so G Love.
I saw G Love open for Cypress Hill one time.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, G Love and Special Sauce. They're from Philly. Very dope, bluesy, rock, hip hop. They're like a combination of it all. And they were really dope in the 90s. So, so yeah, basically it's them as a super group. Everlast, Marlon Craft. I think he's a dope MC as far as the youngins, the new generation. Mac Miller, to me, he was just great. He had a lot of soul. G Love and Special Sauce basically doing the instrumentation. And then produced by Rick Rubin.
Okay.
Because Rick Rubin can do it all. That dude can produce anything and everything, and he does it so well. And he just does it, you know what I mean? So
yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I thought it would be a dope, experimental album. And all those guys together, Everlast with the raspy, rugged voice. He'll probably sing some bluesy stuff, Whitey Ford status, with Mac Miller, because Mac Miller would harmonize as well, right, on some of his songs. Yeah, guys. So that's my fourth pick. And passing it right back to you, Brett.
All right. I'm going super old school now.
Hey,
I like going way old school sometimes.
Hey, go for it, bro.
Because I heard a song by this guy one day this week, man, and I just was like, man, I need to really go back and listen to some of his stuff. Spoonie G.
Oh.
And he, man, underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like he could flow for his time.
Yes.
And I'm gonna put him with somebody semi-current. I'm gonna put him with Yellow Wolf.
Oh.
Damn.
I mean, I know that's
Interesting.
contradicting styles, but I don't know. I think they have a similar way of going about their whole raps and the vernacular and everything. You know, just everything about the guys. I mean, are kind of oddly similar in a non-similar way, if that makes sense.
Hey, again, it's mix and match, bro. Anything goes. There's no limitations, bro. So no need to, you know. But yeah, that's an interesting choice. Yellow Wolf obviously does a lot of rock and roll infused stuff with the hip hop stuff. He's got bars for sure. He's got lyrics, I think, you know, for that category of what he does. All right, Spoonie G, and he's an OG from the 80s. And wow, okay. Interesting. I like it. Try your next up to bat.
All right, I got number 4. I got the Youngsters and Naughty by Nature, and KG is doing the production because he did a couple joints for
The Youngsters.
Yeah, he did some joints on the Aftermath album, the second album, and the Cruise Pop song, you know, Trent, supposedly he wrote that for them.
Okay.
And he was featured on the song, so I like that whole pairing with the Youngsters and Naughty by Nature.
It almost, right, guys, it almost feels like the Youngsters were like a mini version of Naughty by Nature. Hey,
They followed that blueprint of Naughty by Nature, and that's why that whole jump shit of Crisscross, which is why, you know, Tretch got mad at JD for. Remember, he says, you know, you owe me for that jump shit. The Youngsters was Tretch and KG's, like, not prodigy, because they came out around the same time. I think they dropped around 91. But yeah, without a doubt, the Youngsters, before they became like the Illy Funksters, were 100% a Naughty by Nature spinoff.
Right? That was kind of cool to see that, like them just kind of mature and grow up before our very own eyes. And again, the era that we were blessed to grow up in, that was cool, you know, to see things like that. So it's refreshing. That's a good pick, Try. That's cool. Very cool. All right. So moving on, you're next up to bat, Philaflava.
All right, so I'm going to the West Coast on this. I would love to hear an album that consisted of Andre Nicotina.
Okay.
I don't know if some people may know him with like Dre Dog from his earlier records.
Yeah.
DJ Quick
and
Sugar Free.
Man.
So again, it's kind of like a taste thing. You either kind of love those guys or hate them, especially like but I love Quick. I love Sugar Free. He's another one who I think doesn't get enough credit. He's extremely talented. And I think Quick can produce and rap.
Oh my.
I'm good at the album just produced by Quick, but those three cats together, I would love to hear. So
that's funny because my wife and I just got back from California last night. Actually, we were there to visit her family. It's been 2 years, so I was bumping a DJ Quick album, Philaflava. That's it's funny. I was bumping the Rhythmalism, that album. Yeah, I was bumping that album because I'm there and the vibe is there. I'm like, got to do a DJ Quick. And like you mentioned, he's so versatile. DJ Quick is another guy that deserves more than what he's getting, if that makes sense, as far as his recognition.
Yeah, sure.
Very, very underappreciated in that sense. And I know they love him in the Bay Area, but I think overall he deserves more, you know, flowers. So definitely. That's a great pick, by the way. Great pick, Al. All right. Love it. All right. So moving along, you guys are familiar with these two guys. I know it. Slug of Atmosphere. We all know who he is. I mean, this guy is a Midwest legend. He's been there since the beginning, I feel, of the 90s. He's been doing it for a long time. Slug. And he used to be Red Pill. He's an MC from Detroit as well. His name is Chris Oric now. That's his government name, but he used to be called Red Pill. He was a part of a group, Ugly Heroes, Chicago Cat, Verbal Kent, produced by Apollo Brown. They were called Ugly Heroes. And Chris Oric has been produced by I call him El Orange. I don't care. I know it's L'Orange, but I say El Orange because I'm comfortable with it. It's like, damn it. So I'm going Slug and Chris Oric as a duel, okay? Because to me, Slug, Chris Oric is a baby Slug to me. Slug, before, the drum getting depressed and drunk. I'm thinking about this one girl and obsessing about her all the time. Just that style of Slug, that before he became the dad rap and all that, the cool positive stuff. And Chris Oric has a lot of stuff too about loneliness and drinking and darkness. And so I'm calling them Midwest Blues if they're a duo.
Okay.
All right. And then production by Ants, of course, of Atmosphere. You have to because Ants phenomenal. L'Orange, El Orange, and Odyssey. I'm throwing in Odyssey in the mix because Odyssey produced a track for Chris Oric, a.k.a. Red Pill. So I think they will make a dope collab. And Chris Oric obviously looked up to Slug, and I know that. The influence is there. It's almost a Naughty by Nature, the Youngsters connection influence. So that's my... yeah.
Does Brother Ali make a guest appearance on the album?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yes, he does. Of course. Yes, Brother Ali's a beast. Yes, he's a beast. All right, moving along. Try your next up to bat.
I think it's Brad.
Yeah, I think it's yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. Okay. All right.
All right. I think you're gonna like this one, Nostalgic.
Okay.
Because I know he's one of your favorites. You talk about him a lot. And I got him paired with somebody.
All right.
Common and Bob James.
Oh.
I think he would kill a Bob James. Just anything that Bob James does, Common would kill it.
He would annihilate it. Yeah. Wow. I like it. What do you guys think? Legendary Bob James?
You can do no wrong with Bob James, man. But anybody is dope.
That's true. Us four under a Bob James track. We could just say three things. And Bob James,
Now,
literally, like, what are you smoking on? That'll be the name of our posse cut, us four. Bob James, Philaflava's comment earlier. What are you smoking on?
yeah,
And Bob James will go and tell us, look, don't say much. Shut up. I'm gonna make this a classic. So that's a nice pick, man. That's nice. Common is Chi-Town's Nas. To this day, I still think that. And he's still the number one Chicago all-time great MC, in my opinion. He's still the best. Still the man.
can't dispute that.
Love it.
Chicago,
All right.
he's Michael Jordan of hip hop in Chicago.
Yes. Bingo. Absolutely. Yep. Well said. All right. Moving along to Try.
All right, this is a concept album. The Fugees. We heard the Fugees are back together.
Yes.
They're on tour, whatever.
Yep.
So I would do. It would be a Fugees project, but not necessarily a whole Fugees album. It would be Wyclef and Lauren. An album with them, narrated by Praz, and the album would be called The Affair. And we know the rumors about Wyclef and Lauryn Hill. They had a relationship supposedly or whatever.
Yeah.
And it would be a Fugees project, but not necessarily a Fugees album. And I would have the same people, the Refugee All Stars, John Forte, Jerry Wonder on it, Cannabis, get the Roots on there, some production. And I would like to see that dynamic. To me, in my opinion, I think Lauren and Wyclef had successful solo careers from the group, and I think like to do a Wyclef and Lauryn Hill album would be good.
Oh.
And the way it would start off, you would have Praz just narrating, and they can tell like their life, how they started in Jersey or whatever, and then up until they got signed. And I would just have Praz just narrate the whole album, like in between the tracks.
And I think I know why you're having Praz narrated, because obviously you didn't include him in their album because he's got the voice to narrate, but not the MC. Right. Yeah, I got you. We got you.
Okay, he's not back rap. Like he's decent. He was decent on the score. You know, a lot of people didn't care for him, but I thought he was decent. But just like for something different, I would have him narrate.
Yeah.
And have Wyclef and the majority of the song.
And no disrespect to Praz, of course, right? Not at all. But just saying that obviously Lauryn Hill and Wyclef were the favorites of that, you know, the trio. More, you know, yeah. So great pick, by the way. I love the scenario. I like that it was a theme. So that's a good pick track. All right, moving along, brother. Philaflava.
You basically call Praz like the Horace Grant of the squad.
I did, and I like Horace Grant. Oh man, I love the goggles. Oh,
it wasn't really the preferred picks.
Exactly.
So this is probably my most left field one, and tomorrow it may change, but I want to hear one before I die, a Pasta Noose solo album, and I love to get inspirations on that album with Michael Stipe from REM, Common, Puba, Greg Nice, production by the Beatnuts, by, you know, if Dilla had leftover beats Pasta Noose could use, Q-Tip, but I really want to hear Pasta Noose album, and I think those collaborations, especially like Mike Stipe. Michael Stipe he collaborated with KRS-One.
Yes, he did.
He did a joint off, I don't know if it wasn't the last album, may have been the second or third to the last REM album with Q-Tip. I don't know if a lot of people know that song. I'm a huge REM guy, especially the early stuff. And you know, and I know Pasta Noose is really into that kind of stuff. I mean, he got down with what's the dude from the Talking Heads on the last De La.
Oh, David Byrne, yes, the legend. So,
you know, I think Pasta would be into that, and I would love to hear a whole Pasta Noose album. You know,
it's great minds thinking like Philaflava, because these two guys know I mentioned Paz doing a solo album, and I think Q-Tip was on production. Somebody from Iraq, I forgot. I gotta go way back, but I like the Pasta Noose solo. He's honestly, man, he's another guy that he should have had at least 2 solo albums so far, right? I mean, I think he should have been doing it, man. But
yeah,
you know. So hopefully that comes to fruition, man, and we manifest that. That's Please God, let it happen. Please God. I love it. All right, cool, man. I love the pick. I love that pick. Legendary De La Soul, and we're happy that they got their stuff back, and that's good. They're masters, so super good, actually, very good. All right, moving along. Somebody spoke a comment earlier, and Brad, I think it was you. So I'm going a trio. I'm going Common, Lupe Fiasco, and Capital D. The homie DJ Hector V will be smiling because I mentioned him. Capital D of I consider them Chicago's version of Gangstar. All right, Tone B. Nimble, the producer, and Cap D of All Natural, legends of Chicago, and dope underground hip hop group. I think Common and Capital D and Lupe together, and I'm talking the earlier Lupe too. I'm not talking this, you know, the beef and freestyle back and forth and craziness. I'm talking like Lupe when he was wholesome, and if that makes any sense, just him and his element, right? Produced by No ID, another Chicago native, No ID. That's Dion. Old school Kanye. That's important that I said that. Old school Kanye, right? The though we miss the old Kanye. And J. Rawls.
So you had Chicago, but then J. Rawls, isn't he from Pittsburgh?
Yeah. He's from Cincinnati, actually.
Cincinnati, okay.
And the reason why is because J. Rawls produced a song with Capital D. There's a compilation called The Essence of J. Rawls, one of the best jazzy hip hop compilations of all time.
The joint J Live is dope, like something.
Yeah, The Great Caper. Yes. Exactly. You already know. Yeah. So J. Ross produced a song called Cold Turkey. Capital D's on it. Mr. Greenweed's another Chicago MC, and they're just smooth on that track. So I think that J. Ross will compliment Common as well, because Common likes that jazzy stuff too. And then So I think it'll be dope, them three together. And I'm calling them CLC, Common, Lupe, and Common, Lupin, and Cap. So CLC, I'm calling them.
So the only
for
cat
that.
you're missing is Juice, really, because you mentioned pretty much everybody from Shoutout.
Oh, well, he's on a feature.
Okay, and Vakil.
Thank you. And Vakil, another legend.
And Mo Man
All right.
got 1 or 2 beats on that album.
Yeah, of course. The moment. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, of course. I love it. I love it. And that's an album. Boom, right there. I love it. All right, Brad, you're next up to bat.
All right. I got LL Cool J
All right.
and Nelly Furtado doing an album together.
Oh, okay.
Production by Timberland because he produced both of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you are correct. Okay, I can see it happening because LL.
I think they would mesh well.
Yeah, because LL can go pink cookies in a plastic bag, or Mama Said Knock You Out, or he can go Head Sprung, produced by Timberland, right? He can go both ways. He's versatile that way. And then Nelly Furtado, smooth, beautiful voice, melodic, and she also was produced by Timberland. Dope production by Timberland with her as well.
Yep.
Like a lot of her like stuff that wasn't on the radio. So I like the pick, and I think we all like the pick too. I could see us vibing to that for sure. So Timberland, of course, not now Timberland, before, right? Like
Oh yeah, the 90s, early
okay.
2000s. Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. Okay. He did his thing with Justin, of course, Future Sex Love Sounds, and he did his thing for sure. That's a classic. But after that, it started getting trappy, and I'm like, oh man, let's rewind back. Let's take the DeLorean, go all the way back again. Like the NBA hoops cards. You knew every player was on that team. Nobody got traded every other week. So you already know. All right. So passing the ball to you, Try.
All right, I've got Mos Def and the Black Keys.
Oh.
And it'll be a real soulful, bluesy album. The features will be BB King, the late BB King, and Reflection Eternal, Talib Kweli, Mr. Man. Those.
Man, say that one more time. You said, Mr. Man does of the Bush Babies, correct? Mr. Man. Okay. Say it again. Say it again so it can marinate in our heads, because we were, one more time.
Yasin Bey, Mos Def, and the Black Keys.
Okay.
Yep.
I like it a lot. Black Keys are dope producers as well. Aside from them being a band, they're dope producers. They produce a lot of dope stuff. All right. That's a great pick, and we could all see that happening for sure. All right. Philaflava, you're next, my brother.
So I don't know if it's an album or maybe an EP. I would love to hear Sean Price and Nate Dogg. It's a weird mix, but if you think about it, one's real rough and rugged, the other one's real smooth.
Right.
Be called No Fucks Given. And can you just imagine Sean doing and Nate Dogg giving those hooks? I mean, it's like that balance that I think makes really good music sometimes. And you have something completely unorthodox, like, a Sean Price and Nate Dogg. So unfortunately, both gone, but that would have been nice to hear at least a collaboration or two from those guys.
And Hip Hop Heaven, they need to do it. They just heard you, so they might be working on something right now as we speak. I love that. Sean Price, man, all that raunchy ruggedness, and then Nate Dogg just smoothing it out. Where my hoes at, and the Sean P, and I can see it happening for sure. That's dope. I like it. Production, I want to add production. DJ Quick. Diamond. Go ahead.
Diamond D is good, but you want some rugged stuff. So even like a Stu Bangers. I don't know if a lot of you cats know what Stu Bangers. It's like you need someone like that to complement, because I think Nate can flow on any production.
Yes, he can.
So you're almost tailoring the production to Sean P than you are to Nate. But yeah, DJ Quick would be great. You could even do the Beat Nuts. Something soulful like that. Who else?
That man, High Tech too. I think High Tech will be dope because he does a lot of West Coast funk style beats. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, he does definitely. Mark,
Yeah.
trying to think of cats that really would complement Sean P. But like,
Man, Battle Cat. Oh, Sean P. Yeah, Battle Cat for them two together, obviously. You know.
yeah,
Uh, I like it. Yeah, Stu Bangers, he's a good dude, man. I ordered his cassette, Beat Punisher 2 was it, his cassette. So I have that cassette. And I just ordered a shirt from him as well. Yeah, Stu Bangers has been
yeah,
he's been he's a down to earth cat. And his son, right? Young Bangers.
he's more talented than most of the producers today.
And that's crazy. That's crazy because that's a blessing, just what he's doing for his son. And it's impressive. I like it. So I like the new generation sticking with the boom bap. That's great, you know. So
Sure.
that's a great pick. I love it, man. That's a great pick.
Thank
So, all right, next one. This is a fun one. I think you guys would enjoy this because this is more of a fun one, not too serious. Because all of these personalities, I think they're fun together. Okay, so I'm going Big Boy of Outkast, Paul Wall, okay, and Luda. So I'm going, yeah. So also, you know, from the South, you know, so Big Boy, Paul Wall, and Ludacris, produced by Dr. Dre, Organized Noise, and Timbaland. I just, you know, Ludacris has been produced by Timbaland. Organized Noise, obviously, with Big Boy. And I could see them, and then Paul Wall, man, he's just, to me, he's smooth, man. Like Paul Wall, I think he's just a smooth dude. Like, you know, on Drive Slow, on his own track, Static Selector. I think he's got a smooth delivery, and he's just a real, like, seems like a fun dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, for sure.
right? So all three of those personalities combined on an album, and then Dr. Dre on production. Oh my God. Imagine. That's another guy. Like Dr. Dre, it's another realm we're talking about. He's a Marvel superhero for sure. Like he is a superhero to a lot of people. So, all right, looks like you guys appreciate that. So thank you for that. Excuse me. Brad, you're next up, brother.
All right, we got a left field one.
We love left field. Let's go.
Ghostface and Ray Parker Jr.
Oh,
And I'm gonna
okay.
call it the Ghostface Busters.
I like it. Oh man. Hey, Fred, first is what are you smoking? Now I'm gonna I just lost.
Hey, all I need is a little Mountain Dew. That's it.
Okay. That is left field, and that's cool. All right, so say it one more time for everybody that's getting on or comments. I can't. Go ahead.
Ghostface and Ray Parker Jr.
Okay. All right. Ray Parker Jr. with the shiny, beautiful Jerry curl, his little short haircut, Ghostface with the metaphors. He's my favorite MC off the Wu-Tang, him and INS. Wow. Let's make it happen, man. Throw him in the Ghostbusters movie that's coming up. Throw him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, has Ray Parker had any other hits besides the Ghostbusters?
I don't think so.
Other than Ghostbusters?
Oh man.
No, but he would make a great comeback story, wouldn't he?
Yeah, it would. It would. Just do a remix of the Ghostbusters song.
There you go.
And then Ghostface would just murder the track, and Ray Parker Jr. would stay in his lane and just sing the hook like he did the first time. That you gotta post that.
Ray Parker Jr. was in a group before he went solo.
Okay.
Called Radio.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Maybe
it was a 70s funk group.
Nice.
They put out 3 or 4 albums, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. We're gonna have to look into that. I'm curious now about that. Radio. Okay. Hey, that's cool.
RAYDO.
Oh, okay. All right, nice. DJ Tex 1 2 said what the same thing. What the hell are you smoking?
I've never done a drug in my life, so I'm
Yeah,
good.
you're high on life. All right, great pick, Brad. Pass it to try. Pass it to try.
Oh man.
Oh, this is beautiful. It's fun, man.
He's like, take me away, water. He's like, let me go down the fucking Hudson River right now.
Wilson!
Water's deep high. He's like, I got Ray Parker and fucking Ghostface Killer.
Oh, all right. All right, try your next.
I got Queen Pen, and Damian and Stephen Marley, the Marley brothers.
Okay.
And they did like 2 songs on her second album, Conversations with Queen, and I thought those were like the best songs on the album. So I would have like a whole like EP with Queen Pen and the Marley brothers, and be like a new swing type of reggae type of album.
Okay, interesting. I mean, Queen Pen, obviously, she did her thing on the No Diggity, the Blackstreet Anthem. That was a classic, obviously. And she had a couple of singles on Rap City, I remember, back in the day. But I don't, I have to refresh her, like Queen Pen, just hear the whole songs again, But that's cool that you brought her out. And with the Legends Sons, you can't do any wrong with any Marley, to be honest. They're all talented, Philaflava, tell me what you're smirking about.
First of all, I'm not creative because I wrote this shit down like fantasy, I'm like, okay, this could really happen. You guys coming out with really crazy shit, and I feel like I'm just not creative at all.
No, but you did the Possum News. I thought that was creative. And the REM thing I like a lot. So here's the thing.
We're 10 episodes in though, man. We've been
yeah.
We kept it sane the first few episodes.
You guys are going real left. It's like, yo, I want to hear G Ray and Fiona Apple together on an album, and I feel like that would be an acceptable.
Yes, yes, that's what I'm saying. And the next time you come out with us, Philaflava, it's gonna be like automatic, bro. I'm like, you're gonna in your sleep, you're gonna think of 3 of them. When you wake up, you're gonna be like, all right, cool. I got the list down packed. So, but you're doing good so far. So you're doing good.
All right, so I'm gonna keep it on the female realm. So this is gonna be very cliche, but hearing like a posse cut of Jean Grey, The Rock, Rhapsody, Muhammad, Shaynor, Shaynor.
Yes, Shaynor.
And produced by Apollo Brown, because I think he can call that pro-choice.
I like it. That's nice. I like it. Brad's going.
Probably happen if the powers that be, push for it.
They can do that for sure, especially with all them together. Everybody knows them, so that's a great choice. The posse cuts.
York and Rhapsody, like, I don't think that would happen. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, Bjork, a freaking legend, man. A freaking legend, man. I'm telling you, she's amazing. I like the pick. And Apollo Brown, again, I think that Apollo Brown, if RZA, Pete Rock had a baby, Apollo Brown comes out. I just think that, with the soul beats and all that. RZA, so that's a great choice, by the way. I like it. Posse cut.
Yeah.
To the females, shout out to them. So that's great. All right, I'm going next. You guys, Philaflava, I've seen some of your posts in the past with Nas and Primo. I have this thing about Nas. I defend him to the death, and I know how you feel about it too. It bothers me too. I know. I feel your pain.
I made a post like 2 weeks ago about a Nas like dream album with sort of like, I think this is how this all spawned.
So what's funny, Philaflava? That the flyest thing that you said, I said that like 4 weeks ago on this mix and match thing. So it's more of a great minds think alike situation. The flyest. Yeah. But that was cool that you brought up the track list because you got to bring stuff to life. So, okay. Rakim, the God, Rakim, okay? and Nas, just them two. Okay? Rakim and Nas, I'm calling them the God and Nasty. So no Sunday brunch, no disease, no hypothermia, none of that. We're focusing on Nasty Nas in his heyday and Rakim, okay? And the God and Nasty, I'm calling them. Production by, okay, Primo, of course. Obvious. That's Captain Obvious. Primo, Q-Tip, LES, Pete Rock, basically the Illmatic production team. And then the RZA I'm throwing in with them. I'm flying RZA on a private plane fast and then meeting up and having lunch with them. Okay? So Rakim and Nas, the God and Nasty, Primo, Q-Tip, LES, Pete Rock and RZA, MC Search, also executive producer. He'll be with them as well. And Large Pro. Okay? What do you guys think about that? Rakim and Nas.
Those Illmatic featured him.
Yes. Yes.
I like
it.
I mean,
right?
you can't go wrong with that pick.
You can't. My God. Thank you, sis.
What era of RZA? Is it 90s RZA or is it like RZA now?
No. 90s RZA. Like before the basement flooded and he had dope Inspector Deck songs ready for the next. Yeah, that one. That RZA.
Is there anything other than a 90s LES? Like he stopped in the 90s, right?
Yeah, he basically stopped. Yeah, he stopped.
That was like an obligatory favor. Like he threw LES. He's like, yeah, you can get on, right? Because no one knew who LES was.
Exactly.
What would be the weakest track off Illmatic if you had to pick? I'm sorry for deviating, but we're on Illmatic. Let's talk about this for a second.
Let's do that.
There's 9 tracks, right? Because the first one's an intro, so we can't count that. 9 tracks. What's the weakest that comes to mind immediately? Go.
Oh, you guys think? Because oh, shit.
Well, I don't
think there's any weak track.
I kind of just said it in what I just said. I don't want to influence anybody because it may. But
okay.
The weakest track comes to mind is.
Oh.
No. Any weak tracks on the album.
And by the way, the weakest track is still probably like the dopest track that we would have heard today if it dropped today. But I'm just saying, on that album, the All-Star album, the classic, the greatest album of all time, the weakest track is
One Time for Your Mind.
That's my pick.
And it's funny, oh my God, because I was scared to say it because I don't want to piss off Nas, but I was thinking it, and the guy said it, and then, oh my God, the guy that was just on with us right now, and chiming in. One Time for Your Mind is because it was kind of slow and bland, and I know what you guys mean. But again, it's still Illmatic. But it
came out today would be like the dopest Nas song I heard in 2 decades.
Right.
On that album, and I think LES produced it, right?
Yes. Yep.
That's why I brought it up. That was my second. I think that's the weakest. So you think that too? What about you guys?
I think it's a classic. I think every track is banging. I mean, some days you might have.
You got to pick one.
Some days I got to pick one. I can't. I just feel like it's a great album. I don't feel like there's any.
Come on. Well, he just wants you to have fun with it. Just have fun with it.
Maybe Memory Lane, I would say.
Okay, there you go.
Kick him off the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, that's see, you tricked them. Damn it! All right.
Premier? Damn.
All right, Brad. What about you from Illmatic? We're just this is mix and match. It's mix and match world, not politically correct world.
Man, I don't even know either. I mean, like,
come on, it was hard for me. Come on now, that's my goal.
Again, I think I mentioned this, man. I'm not like full in the Nas like most people are. I'm
okay.
Just, you know what I mean?
All right.
Like, don't get me wrong, Nas is freaking amazing, but I just never indulged in him like the masses, man. I'm not gonna front like.
Okay, we'll do this before you go to bed. Hear Illmatic, the whole.
I have Illmatic.
No, I know you do. But refresh is what I'm saying. Refresh it. Like refresh your.
And I haven't listened to it in a long, long time. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. Refresh. And then that way you're like, okay, now I know why. All right, that was great. I love the.
Yeah, so I will definitely go back and I can give it to you the next time we do this. I will definitely tell you what I think is the weakest track. How's that?
Okay, sounds good. All right, I love that we talked about. Go ahead.
You haven't listened to the Nas album in a minute. You gotta listen to it too, because if you think Memory Lane is the weakest,
I don't think it's whack. I feel like it's a classic album. I mean, if I had to choose one, it would be maybe that or One Time for Your Mind. I just feel like there's no skips on that album.
leave it at that. That would be good. Let's end on that one.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, definitely.
For me, weakest track, man. It hurts. It hurts right here.
All right. No, all right. All right. Brad, you're next. That was a great topic discussion, by the way. I love it. Thank you, guys.
Brad to me.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going, man. This might be a corny pick, but I think it's a pick that'll work, and it's not somebody I like, and you guys probably hate him just as much as I do.
Who cares?
But
no judgment.
Cares?
No judgment. Like Planet Fitness. No judgment, man. Let's go. Judgment free.
I think this would work. Lil Nas X and Boy George.
Okay.
I think it would work.
Okay. No, I know. I see. Okay. I see what you were doing there. All right. Boy George and Lil Nas X because of his mainstream appeal and okay. All right. Boy George would definitely be my favorite from the two as far as collaborations.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's obvious for all of us. Yeah.
Right.
But that's cool. You know what? You weren't afraid to take Lil Nas X out of his little situation and whatever he's doing.
I'm never afraid to pick anybody. Y'all know
that's
that.
Right. I know. We know. All right. Okay, Lil Nas X and Boy George. All right, top 100.
Yeah, move on to the next one.
Yeah. No, but it's okay. Again, you were brave to do that, and I respect you for that. All right. I love it. All right, try your next, my brother.
All right, I got the Beastie Boys and Freestyle Fellowship.
Ooh.
And the production would be Beastie Boys, like all live instruments, and Freestyle Fellowship, freestyling to those tracks.
That can work, guys. Yeah. Right?
Oh yeah, that could work.
It's funny because my next one is a Freestyle Fellowship influence track, so you have good freestyle. The Beastie Boys, I like it. I mean, I like anything Freestyle Fellowship, but the Beastie Boys is a treat. So now,
yes,
Beastie Boys, like Paul's Boutique Beastie Boys. We talking Check Your Head Beastie Boys. Which Beastie Boys are we talking here?
Like 93, 94 Beastie Boys.
Paul's Boutique.
We're talking. We're probably talking like Check Your Head Beastie Boys. That's not
around there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's nice. Either way, it's nice. Either way. Wow. Okay, that's good, man. Damn, Beastie Boys are some of the best ever, man. So we all appreciate them. Rubik's One, thank you for participating with us as well. We appreciate it, man. Thanks for being on with us. Thank you.
Hey, hang tight. Weakest Beastie Boys album. Go.
Oh, Devil's Advocate. I like it.
You know I can talk Beasties all day.
I know. Yes.
The weakest one. For me, it was probably I didn't love that Tactic album called.
Oh yeah, the recent. The one. It is, yeah. Hello, Nasty.
Yeah, that was Enemy.
I would have to go with him with Philaflava on that one as well. That was probably my least. Me too. How about you guys?
I'll go with
y'all are going Hello Nasty.
Yeah, man. Even though it was a dope album, but it was my least. Yeah, my least. You know, it's hard to say, man.
What do you got, Troy?
Hey, I got Hot Sauce Committee. That was okay, but I think the 80s, yeah, the 80s and 90s stuff to me was
but
yeah,
it just
wasn't great.
It wasn't what I thought they were going to come out with.
It was rushed. It was rushed, right? It felt like it was rushed in a way, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so that's cool. Two answers and tied. Yeah, that's cool. All right. All right, cool. All right,
I
so
the one comment
who's
Rubik's one. So two of those cats that he just typed up are on this collaboration that I want to happen. You mentioned Freestyle Fellowships, Try. So
yeah,
Freestyle Fellowships, they had a joint called Heavyweight. It was like another posse cut. I love posse cuts, obviously. So
of
this
course.
AC alone, Open Mike People, Micah 9, Gift the Gab, rest in peace.
Rest in
Double
peace.
K,
Yes.
rest in peace. Zumbi, rest in peace. Cat
Mm-hmm.
Bell, I'm a big Casual fan. And Baloo. Oh, I'm sorry. And
Yes.
Rocka Iristeins. I want all those guys on the track. And it could be produced by That's One from
These guys know how I feel about people under the stairs. I love
yeah.
them. Like that. I really, really. They're yeah. To me, they're the Tribe Called Quest of the West Coast, in my opinion. People under the stairs. Um, but that's one on the production. Another underrated producer as well. Very
Yeah.
underrated.
Yeah, man.
Criminally underrated, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great choice. Micah 9 just posted something on IG, right? A crazy freestyle that he did. Like, he was in an alley and there was like, it was like a scene from the Lost Boys. There was like garbage cans with fire lit, and he was just spitting bars, and there was only like 5 people there chilling. I think it was his family or friends, but he was killing it on the freestyle. So love it. Guys, I love your picks so far. It's great. I love it. All right. Next up, I know you guys can appreciate this legend. He's an R&B soul legend. Curtis Mayfield, Chicago, born in Chicago, actually. Curtis Mayfield, the legend, Superfly, Curtis Mayfield with Amy Winehouse, rest in peace as well, and Lauryn Hill. Them three together. So Lauryn Hill can sing, right? She obviously can sing as well, aside from her rap abilities. But I'm putting them together, Curtis Mayfield and Amy Winehouse singing, and then Lauryn Hill basically just doing the raps. And then I'm doing on production, Salam Remy.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of early
So
Fuji's joint.
exactly.
Fuji's probably wouldn't even have a career because those two remixes propelled them into a second album. They weren't going to get a second.
Right.
Yeah, that Nappy Heads remix is still one of the best ever. That's just a phenomenal remix, man. So yeah, and then of course Nas and Amy Winehouse, Cherry Wine, that was a banger. And Salam did that one because Salam Remy was tight with Amy Winehouse and Nas. But yeah, I just think it'll be great. Curtis Mayfield of Superfly, Amy Winehouse and Lauryn Hill, and a production by Salam Remy. So, all right, and then next you are next, Brad.
All right, this is maybe a forgotten group because I kind of forgot about them myself, but I come across them recently, and it had me doing a little research on them. Do you guys remember the Flatliners?
Of course, yes.
What about the Flatliners and Tricky?
Say it again.
The Flatliners and Tricky.
This is scary, Brad. Fellas, the reason why I say this is scary is because I got Tricky on my list. Yeah.
Wow.
Tricky is a British MC / producer. He's done electro pop. He's done a lot of acid, not acid the drug, but maybe like trip. Yeah, rap acid. Yeah, trip hop. Tricky has been around for such a long time, and he was always. You go to Tower Records, you would always see a Tricky CD or album all the freaking time when you were browsing for like the '90s stuff. So
Tricky and Ronnie Size.
There you go.
Ronnie Size represent.
Ronnie Size represent. Yep. Damn, that's a nice pick, man. That's crazy.
And I saw Tricky one time. Phenomenal.
You saw him live?
Yeah, I saw him at Lollapalooza.
In Chicago?
No. This was whenever it was the touring.
Oh, when they did the touring thing.
Yeah, when they did the touring back in like the early '90s.
Okay.
Like late '90s, early 2000s.
Cool. Very cool. That's an interesting pick, and that's a good pick. Yeah, we all like that one. All right, try your next. Good pick.
All right, I got Super Cat, the reggae artist Super Cat, and Jadakiss,
Oh,
and they did a song together.
You
You
need
have it too?
when I'm going next. Jadakiss is in my next spot.
look at the connections. I love it, man. I love it. You see? I love
Yeah,
it.
it's crazy.
It always happens, bro. Always.
Yeah, I was saying they did a song on the NERD compilation, the clone compilation,
Yeah, Super Cat. Yep.
and yeah, and yeah, I think I've always liked Super Cat, dancehall artist, and I think he's underrated, and I would like to hear like a Jadakiss and Super Cat collab.
That's dope. And Jada, obviously, we all know Jada, obviously, he set the tone for the verses. Like, he resurrected everybody. Jadakiss has been doing this way before all this. So, for all the new fans, right? For all the new Jadakiss fans that didn't know, he's been like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great. Super Cat is a smooth dude, dancehall, reggae artist, and legend. So that's a nice mesh, you know. Very cool. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Philaflava, continue with the segue of Jadakiss. Are you next?
I'm gonna need your help on the producers, but I want to hear a collaboration, Jadakiss and the late '80s, early '90s Bobby Brown.
Oh, I got it, bro.
Go ahead, tell me the producers.
All right, and I'll go. We could all choose. Okay, I'm gonna go with Teddy Riley because New Jack Swing,
Jack Swing, 100%.
right?
Yeah.
Try. What do you think, Bobby Brown and wow,
Jadakiss.
Lost
Jadakiss?
Professor. Lost Professor.
Okay,
Large Pro.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's nice.
Mhm.
That's nice, Brad.
Rel.
I'm gonna go Prince.
Yes, yes, that's good.
Okay.
That's nice. Bobby Brown in his heyday was obviously the man. We all wanted to be like him, danced in the mirror like dance in the mirror. Mom, I'm gonna be late because I'm trying to look like Bobby Brown because he was getting all the ladies. And wow, Jadakiss and Bobby Brown. You see, he caught along. Philaflava is now a part of Mix and Match family because he went outside the ballpark. He went to the liquor store across the street from the ballpark and brought the cans of beer in with paper bags.
Yes.
Good job.
Right.
Good job. I love it. That By the way, Philaflava, at the end of the show, obviously I'm going to tag you gentlemen because every episode is special to me and archived for everybody else to see. This has to be 5 out of the 15. You're going to DM me or text me in a text format, and I'll copy and paste, okay? Your 5 favorite out of the 15, okay? So you can think about it, take your time. So I'll post it to save this, and then when you guys are ready, send me your 5 out of the 15, okay? That you want your favorites. So, wow. Segues. I love the segues. Man, Bobby Brown and Jadakiss. That'll be some.
Like, I love Kiss, and I don't know how you guys feel, but I feel like Kiss hasn't made the album he was supposed to make yet.
I agree.
And I think Bobby Brown, like I said, in the late '80s, early '90s, was the man. Like, he was cool. He had the charisma, and it's everything Jadakiss has. So together, he just doesn't great. And I think you combine those two, that's a hit.
Like Jada said it best. This industry is like bacteria, and my flow is the germ. Still to this day, his verse on "Right Where You Stand" is probably my favorite from him on a feature. I think monumental.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jadakiss is definitely one of the best of all time. We can all agree on that for sure. Definitely. Okay. Now, Philaflava and the homie DJ Hector V, you guys are going to be cheesy for this one because and Philaflava because they're all Philly based.
Okay.
And then I'm going Black Thought. Right now, Black Thought is the baddest man on planet Earth right now.
Hands down.
He is, Nas had his in the 90s and now Black Thought is solo wise, the right now the man, in my opinion. And so Black Thought, a gangster, one of the most original, I think the first original gangster rapper in Philly. Actually, in Schoolie D,
D.
PSK, what does it mean? So Black Thought, Schoolie D, Bahamadia as a trio. Man, nastiness all over, I feel. You know, he's right?
Look,
Produced. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go, I'm listening.
Okay.
Brainstorming production now.
Yes. So I'm going J Dilla. All right.
Okay.
I'm going earlier J Dilla though, like Far Side Lab Cabin, California,
All right.
and Slum Village Fantastic too, J Dilla.
Okay.
And then I'm going Premier. I'm going Premier. And I'm going Dr. Dre actually.
Dre, keep Dre in your wheelhouse all the time. Now, like,
You notice that? Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, it'd be great to hear Black over Dre beat. So for Schoolie D, although he just put out a new album, or I should say, he put out a record last year.
Yeah.
With Chuck D. Yeah, he's a legend. I mean, he's the first original gangster rapper. Schoolie.
He is. Yes, he is. And a lot of people forget that. So that's why I threw him in there for sure. So guys, what do you think? Brad and Try. You like it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool. All right. All right.
Good.
Can't go wrong with it, man. Can't go wrong. All right. So we're passing it to you. Speaking of which, Brad.
All right. Let's see. I got MIA
Okay.
and the Stereo MCs. Remember those guys?
Gonna get connected. Writings on the wall. Yeah, of course.
They're both British and they're both kind of similar in a weird way, I think.
No, it's realistic. I think that's a realistic collab because everybody, they all get together somehow, some way over there on that side of us, that side of the world. You know, MIA's got some funky, dope songs. You know, some radio friendly stuff. She's always upbeat. Her energy's good. And Stereo MCs had some dope stuff back in the day. You know, when they for that era, obviously. You know, and MTV played them all the damn time. I know that.
Yep.
They were up there in the radio play, right? And the videos, they were definitely heavily played. So I like the pick.
I think Stereo MCs did some remixes for Gravediggers, if I'm not mistaken. They're both on G Street.
Yes, they did actually. They sure did.
Yep.
Speaking of the Gravediggers, oh my God. Let's not even start with them.
That album, their debut.
Their debut is that's their Illmatic. I always say that. That's their Illmatic. Whenever I reference Illmatic, I say their debut album that was dope, that's their Illmatic. Gravediggers.
Album that does, I mean, among the purest people love it and recognize it, but it doesn't get it should get almost the same amount of attention as like 36 Chambers. That's how good I think that album is.
I agree. We all agree on that. Heck, I know you agree as well. That's a good, yeah, it's true. So, wow, phenomenal album. All right, Try your next up, brother.
All right, I got Lenny Kravitz and DJ Spinner.
Oh,
I heard Lenny Travis who?
DJ Spinner.
Oh, Spinner. Okay.
yeah, DJ Spinner of the Jig Masters, phenomenal producer in the UK and obviously worldwide. He's another abstract producer like Dilla, Q-Tip, those jazzy beats, neo soul.
He produced all of the early Eminem collaborations.
Another fun fact, yes. Spinner's dope, man. That's so man. Try. So what made you think about that one? And it's a great pick.
It just came to me, so I just said, why not?
All right.
Yeah.
I like it. Brad about to.
No, I say that all the time. It just came to me, so why not?
Yeah. No, it's good. I like it. All right. Moving along. Philaflava.
I have a Philly hometown collab.
All right.
Obviously, I got to go Black Dog.
Of course.
Corrupt, who
Oh.
a lot of Corrupt. He was just on our show. So Corrupt, who was originally from Philly.
Yes.
Vintage Beanie Siegel, not today's Beanie Siegel.
Yeah. Way back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear some scratches by DJ Jazzy Jeff on there. We can call it Phillies, is the pun. They're all Phillies.
Yeah.
So that's my hometown pick. I don't want to overwhelm it with everybody from Philly, but I think those three hitters, Beanie, Corrupt, and Black Dog, they're probably three of the greatest lyricists to come out that city.
I agree with that. And Corrupt is another guy. He doesn't get enough appreciation, right? I mean, he's so underrated. It's ridiculous. And I don't mean underrated because I just think that he's underappreciated. Corrupt.
He is. I think what his thing, people realize he's a true lyricist. Like,
Right.
Him as like a rapper who has great songs. But if you listen to him, he really can write a song like a Pharaoh Monch or a Black Dot or a Common. So you're right. He doesn't get the shit as a lyricist.
Amen to that. Absolutely. Man, I love it, man. We're being creative, and this is what Mix and Match is all about. So great job, Philaflava. The rhythm's getting better. Your momentum. Now it's like MJ in the third quarter. He's got like 40 points already. Keep him in the game, please, and close it out. All right. As we're closing down to Mix and Match part 11. So far, so good. So you mentioned Tricky earlier, Brad. I got Tricky on this one.
Okay.
I got this is going to be a wacky one, but I think you guys can see it happening. I'm going Tricky. I'm going Kool Keith. And I'm going Del the Funky Homo Sapien. Them three together.
That's perfect.
Right?
I can see that happening, actually. That's something like you could say they didn't have a collaboration already. Like you could see.
Yeah, for real.
You know?
Right? Like it might have happened. Right.
Tricky could have been on the Deltron album.
Yes. Yes. And production, and now that you're saying that, production by Dan the Automator and Kutmasta Kurt on the scratches.
Okay.
Dan the Automator, of course, Dr. Octagon, and Kool Keith and the connection. But yeah, Tricky on his production, and Kool Keith and Del just on the rhymes, and then Dan the Automator taking it to that Deltron 3030 vibe, where it's just apocalyptic, futuristic, and just beautiful, a masterpiece. So
I like it.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That one's I appreciate you guys. All the great minds think alike on here, so it's a beautiful thing. All right, Brad, you're next as we're closing, getting close to closing it.
All right, I got Heavy D and Frank Sinatra.
Wow.
Produced by Prince, and I'm gonna call it Blue Eyed Funk.
Ooh.
And I mean, it all
like it,
coincides there.
Say it one more time. I love the way that sounded. Wow.
Heavy D,
Frank
Sinatra, produced by Prince.
Damn.
Blue Eyed Funk.
So while Sinatra's in the Vegas stand with the other three Rat Pack guys, Heavy D's in the background, just dancing. Oh my God. And Prince is with the guitar. Pete Rock producing, maybe? Pete Rock, his cousin, possibly. Wow.
I mean, it sounded good to me. I don't know.
That's good. We can't argue with it, I think, because of the legendary status of those guys. Heavy D's charisma, his flow, he just seemed like a good human being, right? He seemed like a good dude. So that was a sad one. That impacted, I know you guys, for me too, personally, Heavy D was a sad one. Yeah. That was a very sad one.
Sure.
Super legendary guy, man. He could go mainstream now that we found love and be dope. And then he could go primo, like a primo beat. So Man, that's you hit a triple with that.
The Blue Funk album, man, was really underrated. I thought.
Oh my God!
Like, I mean, it doesn't get talked about at all.
At all.
Yeah, I agree.
Guys like us, it will. If we were at a restaurant, we would be talking about it for the whole day.
Yeah.
So you know that, but like I know what you're saying. In general, nobody. Yeah, for sure. Ah, all right. I might do a Blue Funk on our story then, maybe, as a dedication. All right.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, as we're closing down this beautiful segment, your next try.
All right, my last one is Tupac and Devante Swing from Jodeci. And you know, Devante produced No More Pain and All Eyes on Me on album. And I love that beat. And I think if you had like Tupac do a whole album with Devante Swing was really crazy. So yeah, that's my final one. The features will be the Outlaws, Thug Life, Snoop Dogg, the whole Death Row.
So that's your last one try, because there's still two more left. So that's your last one.
Well, I mean, I did 11 because it was like 11, so it's like the 11th one you did. So
okay, I got 15, but stick around with us, all right, if you can. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're moving along to you, Philaflava.
I have Method Man and Brittany Howard from Alabama State.
Wow.
Voices. You know, I think Meth knows how to play with R&B tracks, and she definitely has a crazy voice, kind of going in a different direction. So
I like it.
Alabama Shakes, you know, that has some joints, and she's a solo artist now, but her voice is pretty remarkable. So
she has a smooth, authentic voice for sure.
Yeah, and so does Meth. So
yeah, exactly. Meth again is like, to me, the rugged hip hop version of LL Cool J. He's more of the rugged version. He's smooth, but he's rugged. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a great analogy.
Yeah, thank you, and that's a great choice. Great choice, by the way. All right, now I'm going Method Man's brother, his soul brother from another mother, Redman. All right, the segue, I love it. So I'm going Redman. You mentioned Posthumous, all right? Redman and De La Soul, just them doing an album, a full album. Because, you know, ooh, they
and
did
there was no Redman verse on there. It was just the hook.
Exactly. But I would like to see Redman rhyming with them, you know, like a joint. You know, that would be beautiful, I think. Yeah. So Redman and De La, okay. Produced by Prince Paul. I have to throw in Prince Paul, the king of the skits, and the, you know, I have to, right? So produced by Prince Paul, Dilla, and features will be Be Real, Q-Tip, and Moni Love.
I like it.
Yeah?
I like it.
yeah, I like it.
Moni Love, man, that's another one. She's so dope, beautiful, and she's just dope. I think Moni Love is just underrated, you know, as well. Yeah, so Redman and De La Soul, basically. Just them, one album. That's all we need is one album, you know?
Okay.
All right.
Production is
production is Jay Dilla, Prince Paul.
Prince Paul.
And basically, yeah, just them, basically.
Okay.
All right. And then Brad, you're next.
All right. Hey, I'm probably only going to do a couple more because, man, I need to go to bed, man. I really
Well,
do.
we have a couple. That's all we have. We have a couple more.
Well, we got two more?
Or we got 13, 14, and 15. So
Okay.
it's, yeah.
Hey, I'm going to do two more. And also, my phone's getting ready to die.
Oh, Lord.
100%.
Oh, man.
All the way.
All right.
So I got two more.
All right.
All right. I'm going to go Mantronics and Chromeo.
We know who Chromeo. They're newer, and they're kind of similar to Mayor Hawthorne and Tuxedo. They do that same style of music, like homage of the old school stuff, electronic stuff. And say the first person. I'm sorry.
Mantronics.
Old school. Groove Theory, that R&B group, Groove Theory. That dude was on Matronics, actually.
Right.
Yeah, from Groove Theory. Yeah, smooth dude. Great pick. Great
I think
pick.
that would work.
I like it. I think we all like that one.
Mix of a new and old school.
Yeah. All right, so it's basically Philaflava, myself, and Brad on the net, closing it out soon.
So you want me to go right now?
Yeah, because Try's done with his list.
Okay, I only have.
It's 15 total, but they got a couple less ones, so that's fine.
So this collaboration is Rock Marcy. First of all, the track is called Gilbert Arenas. I don't know why, it just came in my head. Rock Marcy, Kool Keith, and Sia.
Ooh,
Okay.
interesting. Okay, let me ask you this. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Is it the Rock Marcy before he started all this slow flow, cooking the kitchen stuff, or the old school Rock Marcy, the UN?
Like the UN. No, this is the Mossberg Rock Marcy.
Okay.
To compliment Kool Keith. This Kool Keith went flow with the UN Rock Marcy.
Right.
And Sia's amazing, but
she is.
I'll never forget when I heard the Danger Doom remix of Somersault with Doom and Sia. So that's where the idea came in my head.
That's a great pick. I like it. Like it a lot. A lot of versatility on that, firepower for sure.
Yep.
All right, moving along. For all the wrestling fans out there, and basketball fans, you guys ready? John Cena. Remember, John Cena made some stuff with Murs, Freddie Fox. John Cena can spit. He can spit. Okay, John Cena and Freddie Fox doing an album together. Bumpy Knuckles, though, as Bumpy Knuckles, like the tough bodyguard, I'm going to kick your ass wrestling type.
Yeah.
The militia of Freddie Fox. And John Cena, You Can't See Me, Thugonomics, he's an MC. Featuring Shaq, Dame Dalla. Shaq is to me still the illest NBA MC of all time, in my opinion. Murs, Joe Pesci. Yeah. Do you know why I said Joe Pesci? Fun fact.
I don't know if I'm throwing him in my competition. So
yeah,
what does he do? He plays.
Joe Pesci's rapping. He's rapping.
What?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, Philaflava.
He has a song.
Yeah.
He has a song out. I had on. I'm crediting Wordsworth. I had Wordsworth on my show about a month ago. Shout out to Wordsworth. Wordsworth.
I gotta check this out.
Yeah, check it out. It's on YouTube. He's produced by Trackmasters, by the way. Punch and Words, I promise you. Punch and Words, Wordsworth, was in the studio with Joe Pesci. Philaflava, I'm going to send you the episode. You'll love it. You'll appreciate it. I had on Wordsworth. He goes, your reaction was like mine. I was like, what? And I started laughing. He's like, no, it's a true story. Go on YouTube, Joe Pesci, produced by the Trackmasters. He's close friends with Joey Mottola, who is a record A&R. Joey Mottola's like, make a song. Punch and Words were in the studio doing the Lyricist Lounge thing.
Wait, Tommy Mottola?
Tommy Mottola, I'm sorry. Tommy Mottola, yeah. And Punch and Words wrote the lyrics for Joe Pesci. And if you hear Joe Pesci's like flow, it sounds pretty good, actually. Like the Trackmasters, I promise you guys. Yeah, it's called Wise Guys. Wise Guy.
When did this get recorded?
A long time ago, man, like or 2005-ish, like in the 2000s.
Oh, okay.
I've never
Yeah.
heard.
I missed
Joe,
on this completely.
It's fair to say that Joe Pesci, with that one song, is better than every mumble rapper out combined. If that makes any sense.
Well, that's not too hard.
Exactly.
When you said Joe Pesci at first, I thought you were talking about somebody who goes by that name.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I should have said the actor.
No,
should have specified.
That's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, production by Primo and Crisis. So John Cena and Freddie Fox, a full joint album as Bumpy Knuckles featuring Shaq, Damian Lillard, and they won't fight anymore or punch each other. And then Murs will do a feature track and Joe Pesci, just because. All right. So moving along, Brad. All right.
All right. I just checked. I'm on 4%, so this is gonna be my last one.
All right.
All right. I'm going D Nice, Greg Nice, and Pete Nice. 3 times nice.
Woo! Yeah.
Let's do it.
See, that's nice. No pun intended. That's nice.
D Nice,
What?
Greg Nice from Nice and Smooth,
Mm-hmm.
Pete Nice from Third Base.
Bro, that's dope. And D Nice, before he was known as the, pandemic DJ and all that, he was an MC before he was an MC for everybody that doesn't know that. We all know that, I'm sure, us four.
Mm-hmm.
Crumbs on the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they call me D Nice. Hey, he had a lot of bangers. Well, all right. Well, Brad, get your 4% situation.
Yeah, man.
And
I got to get some sleep too, man. It's been a long day.
Yeah, get some sleep. We appreciate you being on with us this long, so thank you. It's almost done, so thank you, man.
Guys, I enjoyed it as always, man. I'm jumping off though.
Much love to you. Give me your 5. Charge your phone. When you're in the toilet, give me your 5 out of 15. Charge your phone in the toilet.
All right.
All right.
Guys.
Later. Okay. As we're closing, us three, thank you, Brad, for being on with us. It's going to be us three. We're closing it out. I have 2 more picks. So it'll be Philaflava and myself. Try, you can elaborate on these last 2 picks, okay, as we close this out. This has been a phenomenal segment, and I appreciate you guys once again for being on. Philaflava, you're next, my brother, since Brad escaped, and then Try is just a panel guy.
So the next collaboration is Pharaoh Monch, Ozzy Osbourne, produced by DJ Premier.
When I do this, hold on. When I do that, that means it's, yeah. Say that again, please. One more time.
Pharaoh Monch, Ozzy Osbourne, production by DJ Premier. So Ozzy, I'm not talking about Ozzy today. I'm talking about Ozzy.
Well, in his prime.
Decades ago.
When his brain cells were still intact, like when he was there, when he was good.
And Pharaoh's a huge metal dude, so I know he would appreciate that. And Premier, he knows how to make, like, he made rock stars, right?
Yes, he did.
Or nonfiction, so he knows how to use that guitar when he.
Wow, that's a nice one. Nice one. Wow, that's Ozzy Osbourne in his heyday, Primo and Pharaoh. That can happen for sure. That'll be a classic album, and definitely Ozzy like yelling and chanting and just serenading people, going nuts. I love it. Yeah. This is beautiful, man. All right, Try, Skip, go to me. Last 2, Beastie Boys, as we all mentioned earlier, because we all love the Beasties. Obviously, Beasties are getting a lot of love. They're just a universal, phenomenal group, right? And Sublime together. Beastie Boys and Sublime. I just Try. I know you recently, listened to them, but they're just a phenomenal group, and they were special. The lead guy was just a special dude, man. And they had that hip hop feel. The Far Side, obviously, they were cool with them, but yeah. So Beastie Boys and Sublime featuring LL Cool J. I know it's a little left field. Method Man. And Zach De La Roca of Rage Against the Machine.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I threw in Meth and LO is because Def Jam, Beastie Boys, Rick, they're all cool. Like, they all affiliate with each other at some point in life. So, yeah, Beastie Boys and Sublime, I think it'll work. I think it'll be a nice collabo album. So, passing it to Philaflava as we're winding down.
So this is a real basic one. This is not as creative as the other one, but
okay.
I want to hear an album of Action Bronson and Mayhem Lauren, and I just want to hear him rap about food, like Joe's Pizza or some shit like that. Like, throw Ghostface on, let him squash that beef. Just an album straight about food, and I don't think anybody does it better than like Mayhem and Action when it comes to food references. So
yeah,
I, you know.
That's nice. The homie Soul Imprint said add Ghost to it. He said add Ghostface.
Oh, I said yeah. I said Adam, let's
Like
buy beef, and then you got ratatouille noodles and pizzeria talk.
that's right.
You know,
A lot of vegan wraps and freaking just food all over the damn place. I love it. And maybe do a tribute song to the fallen hero who passed away. What's his name? I can't believe I forgot his name. The gray hair. He lost his life, or he took his own life.
Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain. They could make a song called Anthony Bourdain, as a tribute to him.
There you go.
Yeah, man. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
I like it. That's a nice pick. All right, Skipping Try, thank you for being on the panel. And then my last one, Jeru the Damager. And then I'm going Saafir. He's such a dope MC, and his voice is distinctive. I love Saafir, man. Hobo Junction, West Coast MC.
Yep.
And then The Last Emperor.
That's a great one.
And Necro.
Nice one.
Thank you. So I'm going Jeru the Damager.
Is production or rapping?
He's rapping and both. Okay. Both. Because he's dope, and yeah, exactly. He's both. He's dope in both of them. So Jeru the Damager, Saafir, Last Emperor, and Necro together. Them four. Production by Necro, and then and the flip side to this is a Stephen King soundtrack. So Stephen King's doing a movie, and they're basically doing the soundtrack of a Stephen King movie. Necro with the horror style, like the horrorcore style, you know what I mean? Okay. And then Jeru, Saafir, and Last Emperor ripping it on just his production. So, yeah.
Well, what made you come up with that? With all of those four?
Because it's never been done together, all them four, and I thought it would be interesting just them being together, And I think that Necro as an MC, because he's very raunchy, but he could get lyrical and deadly if he really wanted to, like instead of raunchy crazy. He can mesh with them lyrically. He's on that tier, I think. I think he's that tier, Because I just think it'll be an interesting collab, with those guys together. So
right.
Yeah. So yeah, because Jeru and Saafir and Last Emperor are more serious, I think.
Yeah.
And then right, they're more leveled. Them three together, more leveled. Them three, and then Necro. It's kind of like, all right, who's this oddball, right? Like, who's this crazy, future porn star or whatever it is. So, but yeah, so that's my last pick. And then Philaflava is going to take us away with his last choice, and we will have wrapped up this phenomenal session.
All right. So this trio is Ice Cube, Trent Reznor, Marilyn Manson.
Wow. Yes, that's a good one. I see a lethal injection part 2. I don't know, something crazy.
Yeah. So think of like 94, 95 Cube, right? Natural Born Killer, something like that, around that era. And then just try to picture Trent Reznor's production and Marilyn Manson somewhere in the middle. Sounds like an interesting collaboration, to say the least. Yes,
it is. Interesting and a classic collab for sure. Because Trent Reznor is 9 Inch Nails, let's face it. He is 9 Inch Nails. He's, when I was younger, I used to think that 9 Inch Nails were 2 or 3 guys. Yeah. But then I realized, I saw him live, I was like, damn, it's just him. And he had band people, of course, helping him out, but still, I like the pick. Wow. That's a nice pick. And then Ice Cube just rhyming over all this stuff. Production, by the way, who would production be? Would the Bomb Squad be involved? Or would it just...
Bomb Squad, you could have LP. You could have...
LP.
Yeah. And Reznor, LP combined could be like a Bomb Squad, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly, because LP definitely does a lot of Bomb Squad influence type of stuff. So, Lord of mercy. Wow. I got to say, fellas, Mix and Match keeps getting better and better, and I genuinely say this from my heart. Like every episode keeps getting better and better and better because the creativity that's coming out is just I love it. So Philaflava, welcome to the family. Welcome to the SlickBlast family and Mix and Match family. Hopefully you could come on again and do it again, man. I hope you enjoyed.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you once again for being on. I appreciate you, my brother. Before we bounce out of this segment, is there anybody you guys want to salute? We'll go with you first. Anybody you guys want to say hello to or shout out special in your lives? Family, anybody, friends, family, somebody in your life that you want to salute, or even anybody that comes to mind.
The next 5-10 minutes. That's what I want to salute. Nah, man, I appreciate you guys giving me, your time and me kind of busting my cherry when it comes to this whole dream team stuff. So, I appreciate that and try for reaching out. It's just cool. I mean, just hip hop dude, just shooting the shit and having fun,
This is what it's all about, guys. So I thank you again, Philaflava. Thank you for being on, my brother. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. And we're sports fanatics as well, man. We're religious. Like I'm a Bears, Bulls and Bears, Cubs, Tri-Wit is New York. I know you and your Philly. I already know that. So yeah, I'll holler at you. We have a sports junkies chat. It's called Sports Junkies Worldwide. I get people from different states. You would be a good fit on the chat, my brother. We got to spice it up. So I think you would be a nice addition to it if you were interested, obviously. But we could talk about that outside of the show. So,
cool.
All right.
Get it, man. Guys, have a good night, man.
All right. God bless, man. Thank you again. Okay. All right.
Care.
Peace. All right. Cool.
All right.
One love. All right. There you have it. The Panthers won. All right. Jay Cyrus, did you want to hear a mix live? Salute to you, brother. Well, that was a great, great episode. I want to thank Philaflava once again for giving us the time to be on with us. We appreciate it. All of our time is a great thing. Try. Love you, Brad. Love you, Try. And as we do as always, this is from the original Mix and Match Dream Team Fantasy Football of IG. I am the bald king of stuff. Daryl D, I want to see the Fugees. The wife and I are actually trying to get tickets. Definitely want to see them. I've never seen them live. So hopefully we can, definitely. But thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. All right. Rubik's One, appreciate you as always. Daryl D, Rubik's One, all the other new gentlemen that chimed in with us, we appreciate you. And thank you again for the love. So once again, I am the Balkan Nostalgic. This is SlickBlast Rapcast. We'll see y'all soon. God bless.